Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today is a pretty cool one because we are on a map called Annihilation, which we don't see that often, and it's pretty funky. Down in the bottom left with the GLA Toxin with the blue, this is Fargo. And then all the way up in the top right, his arch nemesis, this is the Superweapon with the orange, which is Bigai. So yeah, Annihilation, it's a bit of a funky map. I think it was made by Jundy. It probably said it there at the start, which I haven't missed. You have this oil plus all of these crates, which you can kind of do a funky box if you're in like a GLA mirror. You can place the supply, place the arms dealer like on this side, so you're kind of snug in there with the protection of the oil. Then you've got crates down here as well, and the same for the top player. You've got your crates, and then you've got your crates. I think it favors the USA because you can collect on alternate crates. More so weakens China, I think, because it's more difficult to get the perfect supply placement. Ton of going up in the middle for Fargo. I think he's got army advantage here, but I don't know how that's going to play out on this map. On a regular map like Tournament Desert, for example, you would definitely pick the Tox to win. But here, you can place like an EMP there, place an EMP there, and most of your base is sealed off. Plus, there's like a safe oil that the Superweapon can get, the beneficial collection for the Chinooks on the alternative crates. Can be good as well. You've got like a little crater with an extra oil here too. So you've got two safe oils really as the Superweapon. Got a worker in the base here, and we've got a technical entering the base now from Fargo's side of the map over into SiZe's. I think he's going to be able to deny that Ranger. He's going to go and hit the power there. One RPG and one TNT should do it, and also denies that Ranger like we said. It's very good. Gets veterancy there on the RPG. He's going to lose the technical though. It wasn't the best tech RPG slash TNT in the world. He did kill the power and did deny the Ranger, but he's going to lose all of that eventually. I suppose it is being a bit of a nuisance. He might actually get this dozer because SiZe is not moving it. Why is SiZe not moving that dozer? That is a big question mark. SiZe being lazy, thinking that would get up, and actually that's not the case. Yeah, another funky thing about this map is that you've got this supply and the refinery here. So if you do secure that and put like an EMP there, it becomes very, very difficult to get anything done. I think it could be considered that the Superweapon actually drops this position, builds an EMP, and sets up a base there. It's very unlikely that the Tox would be able to get it back. But I suppose in the beginning, maybe it is better to protect your base against the early aggression. Because I suppose backing it up with these all the way through these passages to get to there probably would be pretty difficult. Maybe you're better just focusing on this area, to be honest. So technicals once again come in, but the Ranger has already captured that oil. Those Chinooks, it's very difficult to see them on the minimap because they're like kind of off the map kind of thing. Fargo dropping off a rebel of all things. Entering the base of Bigai once again. SiZe is building a fire base, but that is going to get denied. I mean, it's okay aggression from Fargo. He is keeping the pressure on. It's not insane pressure, but he is keeping the pressure on. I suppose it is difficult here when you've got to navigate through all of the different choke points, the different valleys on this map. But yeah, you do have crates here, crates here, crates here, and then it's symmetrical with this side too. It's actually quite a perfectly symmetrical map, isn't it? Because you've got this little oceany oasis area. And this, yeah, this map name is called Annihilation. I believe it's a ranked map. I think you can get it with Gentle, but if not, it's in my map pack, which is in the description of all of my videos. So Big Si's doing pretty well. He's actually managed to get his army of V's here. He's going to clear out this supply. Fargo now needs to think, is he going to defend that, or is he going to go for some kind of a counter-attack? The thing is, if you go to try and defend that, you get stuck on this kind of ramp, and SiZe just goes back and back and back. Might be a bad position for your technicals. On the flip side, though, you could look at it, if Fargo has enough, he could try and trap that army in there, but it doesn't look like Fargo does have enough, and he's not got enough speed about him. He's not going to be able to stop SiZe escaping. So SiZe is escaping. I think 1v there at least is going to go down, but SiZe is picking off technicals as well. Ambulance went down. Fargo's got this middle building. Ooh, that's a really nice find. If he TNTs that, it's beautiful, but I don't think he's going to do. He's trying to sandwich SiZe against the side of the map. The SiZe with some nice evacs. A nice focusing down the technicals. Both players lost a lot. SiZe is now on search and destroy and got enough V's out. I think because you've got these two safe oils in the base, it's given the Superweapon a nice little boost, so it doesn't really matter that the V's cost like $50 more than air, for example. Or $150 more than the USA and laser. It's not really having that much of an impact because you've got these two safe oils. Nice TNT from Fargo. It takes away the search and destroy. It's a big plus because those V's need that extra 20% to dish out maximum damage with less risk. Spectre gunship now going to hit the safe oil of Fargo in the crater. When it goes off the map, it doesn't fire one of its cannons, so sometimes, like on Oil Rampage for example, it doesn't always kill the oil when it's really close to the edge of the map. Otherwise, level 1 Spectre is always perfect for killing one oil. So Fargo is on buggies. Lays lock on the battle bus. Goes down and hides itself behind this building. Shaman Kelly's here to mop up the remaining MDs. Big SiZe with some adventurous rangers there. Don't know quite where he's going. Would like to see him get his own refinery, but he has, though. He has. Another technical harassment in SiZe's base. Not sure that SiZe has a strat being built. Yeah, Jean-Michel really mopping up everything here. The buggies are trying to get stuff done, but there's only one left. B's going a little bit too close to the tunnel. Some of these V's taking heavy damage. Yeah, these V's are very low. If SiZe has... sorry, Fargo has just a tech RPG or a few technicals, you could go in and pick all them off whilst they are weak. But I'm not convinced that Fargo has a whole lot at the minute. He's only collected on 4 workers on his main. Could probably pull a couple off there if he wanted to. But he definitely needs a 1 or 2 extra. Fargo also doesn't have his refinery, otherwise all of his vehicles would be cheaper. TNT comes through on the oil from Fargo. He's always doing this, dropping off this rebel. It's a little bit random, like, against the top player. They're not going to allow their building to be captured. This is not Boyka we're talking about here. That's a nice dozer pick off. Just these little annoying attacks around the back. do slow down the super weapon, because you got to think about it. That dozer cost 1,000. I mean, the war factory capture, I'm not so keen on that, really. I would like that rebel to actually capture that refinery instead, rather than trying these cute little building captures that are never going to work. But yeah, Fargo's focused heavily on technicals at the minute. He is trying to weaken SiZe and stop him from getting Auroras and camping the map with EMPs. Because like I said before, this map, because you've got these choke points, EMP, it becomes very difficult for the Tox to get in anywhere. And if you make an army of buggies, which would normally be the thing against Vs, you put a line of buggies there, you're trying to pick off the EMP, you're trying to pick off that. Then an Aurora comes in and wipes out all of your buggies, and all of a sudden it's very, very bad news. There's a rebel ambush there, but it only picked off 1V. This engagement here is so awkward. Those missile defenders should be laser locking the buggies, and Fargo shouldn't be going backwards and forwards with so much hesitation. Wow. Did not expect that to get anything, but it got 3 Vs. Fargo doesn't really want to be doing this, because these TNTs, when they go off, it can kill all of your army there as well, especially when there's loads together like that. So I think Fargo's in a little bit of panic mode there. His micro and stuff is all over the place. I think Fargo tries to play faster than he physically is capable of, and it results in him making a ton of mistakes. This is just kind of weird. He's heavily panicking, trying to get something done, because he knows the impending doom of these Auroras. That's basically what it is. Yeah, it's going to get insanely difficult. Now SiZe has got this line of EMPs, plus the Auroras. It's got a particle cannon up. I actually think it's already maybe decided. Because that first particle cannon, just think about the possibilities about where that could go. It could probably get those two in the palace. Maybe you could get those two, all of those two tunnels, the palace and the black market, or something like that. It's on a short cooldown, the particle cannon as well. That Aurora will get picked off though. SiZe didn't see this one. Chinook's going to now try and collect from here. SiZe is creeping forward to the EMPs. It becomes next to impossible, really, to get through these EMPs. You can try just manually walking the TNTs to where the EMPs are. Just going to go and try and get in, but there is an EMP there. That's one way of clearing the EMP. Just make SiZe Aurora it twice. You see what I mean about how this is like quite a cool and funky little map? It's very, very interesting how people talk on the forums about, oh, we need to balance the game. Superweapon's really weak. Tox is OP. These are the kind of conversations. But actually, it heavily depends on the map and the amount of starting cash. For example, in 50k matches, you probably would prefer Superweapon on most maps against the Tox, but in 10k you probably would prefer Tox on most. And I think with this map as well, I think like Oil Rampage, for example, you probably might a lot of the time pick Superweapon as well to beat the GLAs, or it certainly becomes a lot closer. And on this map, I think it gives advantages for Superweapon as well. It's mainly because them 2 safe oils and the crates that you can collect alternatively from with the Chinooks. Can see it firing pink missiles as Stinger, which means he's got the Gamma upgrade, which means the Auroras can get picked off very quick. If it took one more hit, I think that was dead. It's on half now. I think Fargo's best way to combat this, and this is showing lack of experience, I think, from Fargo, is you build one market just to get your upgrades and stuff, but you rush out super weapons. And you don't build more than one market in this situation. You just spend all of your money on a few buggies, few quads here and there. Try and do your best against the Auroras, but you force the super weapon to panic by making maximum Scud Storms. Like, you could even be dropping down another one now because he's got a 5.7k. This is a nice little harassment by this Vet 2 RPG. John McKell might get hit here. It's going to be close. John McKell survives. Stinger survives. It will be rebuilt. C&C on the CMP. Yeah, it's so annoying when you're against the late game super weapon, because as soon as you start to get a decent army together and overwhelm an EMP, the Auroras come in and reset your army back to 0. Here comes the Particle. Here's a fuel air bomb. Particle didn't get the Palace, which is an interesting choice. What did he get apart from one arms dealer? Oh, no, was it one market, one arms dealer? I think that was it. The SiZe might be trying to weaken the Fargo economy. I do question whether the Palace in the market was a better choice. Arms dealer can be rebuilt pretty quick. But is Fargo's overwhelming SiZe's defense here? Because that EMP's been picked off. The Auroras and Vs aren't looking plentiful. I suppose there's 2 Auroras, 3 Vs have been remade. But is Fargo collected on more supplies from the middle at the minute? I think he is. 2 Particles versus 1 Scud Storm out at the minute. Fargo should have remade them workers and repaired that. Then there's a chance it might have survived. Might be a pretty high level Spectre anyway, but it was worth repairing in the off chance it might survive, rather than leaving it on 1 HP. Fargo really needs to keep that income there. If that gets hit... Oh, he's building a fake supply of all things. Okay. Strange. I think he's just upgraded it. But yeah, if that gets hit... That's his main source of economy at the minute. But these Auroras are just getting more and more free kills. SiZe does have the supply lines upgrade, which means he gets 10% money for free on all of his oils and all of his Chinook collections. I would like to see them Chinooks doing something, maybe collecting from there, or yeah, here for sure. And I would like SiZe to build another EMP further forward to secure these supplies. I think these supplies mean a lot. But you see how I mean about this map being funky and pretty cool and unique? Really like this map. It's good to keep things fresh, I think. Okay, these V numbers are getting too far up. Fargo attempted a TNT there. However, it is not enough and he quits. Maybe, did he quit a little bit too prematurely there? It was kind of a surprise because SiZe at one point had like only like 1 or 2 Vs. And then all of a sudden he had like 10 Vs in Fargo's base. And so, yeah, Fargo with a quit there. But yeah, like I say, Super Weapon's pretty good on this map, I think. You get a few AMPs up, you get your 2 safe foils, and you're in a pretty comfortable position. Maybe the aggression from Fargo in the beginning needed to be a little bit better. Like I said, his aggression was okay, and he was keeping the pressure on. But just his technicals could be getting a little bit more out of them. Like, the TNT in the beginning, it was kind of a tech RPG with a TNT inside of it. The RPG's got a dozer in the end, but I feel like that was more SiZe's mistake. SiZe could have moved that out of the way. Otherwise, all them RPGs just get cleared up for free. He did take out the power, but would it be better just to do 3 TNTs across the map and hit a supply or a war factory or something like that, rather than just hitting the power and slowing SiZe down? But yeah, you let me know what you think of this map and this matchup. It's very, very interesting how Superweapon gets more benefits on this map than some of the other armies. GG, well played. See you in the next one, and let me know your comments down below.